Hey there everybody, Professor Cloud here. Welcome back for another episode of Professor Builds a Satisfactory. In the previous episode, we really knuckled down and got all the pieces put in place for crystal oscillator automation. We've done that in a completely new location, and I think I'm going to take advantage of that new location by spinning up new power. There's oil fields nearby, so we can probably get some rubber. That rubber can then be used combined with crystal oscillators to actually automate the production of radio control units. However, there's a lot of other things that we need to be producing as well, and we should go ahead and get them producing because of the numbers of things that we're going to need. So, for example, we need 1,000 fused modular frames in order to produce the control cubes for nuclear pasta. And that's just one example. But right now we're not producing heavy modular frames in any capacity, or not in an efficient capacity is probably the better term. So let's jump back in and let's try to figure out what's the next thing that we should be focusing on. Should we be focusing on more power and expanding our power production? Should we be focusing on some of the other items and so on? So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we're back at the hub, and as you can see up at the top, we need 200 motors for quantum encoding. We also need another 95 supercomputers as well. The rest of that particular milestone is covered, and then for phase 5, we only have the first 2 items unlocked. We still have to unlock the other 2. In fact, I don't even know what the recipe is for the second item. I don't even know what its name is. Oh, I know how to find out. Milestone. It was part of matter conversion. Biochemical sculptor. Okay, so biochemical sculptor. Oh yes, requires assembly director systems and the fix-it trigons, and then it's all put together at a blender. And it combines with water. Which means the blender could pretty much be anywhere as long as it's near wherever, as long as we bring everything together. And then that's each assembly director system is actually going to produce 4. Which means we really only need 250 assembly director systems to produce the 1,000 biochemical sculptors, but we're going to need a lot of fix-it trigons. And right now we don't have that automated. I don't know that that's necessarily an issue, but in any case, all right, let's take a look at turbo motors then. Turbo motors. The cooling systems I'm not worried about. They have been producing, so I probably already have enough. We need 200 total, which means we're going to need 800 cooling systems. That I've already got. Same thing for motors, and then we're also going to need a lot of rubber. And the reason I'm focusing on the milestones is because they're the ones that unlock the other 2 recipes for phase 5. I can't even think about those recipes, how to produce them without having them unlocked first. Motors are the thing right now that we do not have much, if any, of. Stators and rotors are being produced up there on the 3rd floor. Or 4th floor, I'm not even sure which floor that is. And then I know I have stators. Okay, I do not have any there. I think I have some over at... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That was a bad angle. Maybe here. Alright, so we got 200 motors, and then we've got another 283 stators. Alright, let's take all of this And let's get some more motors created. There should be room up on the top floor there for us to do that. So, alright, that's reinforced iron plates. Okay, and here's the rotors. Why did I face them that way? Alright, so if I put a assembler right here, I need cable. Hold on a minute, I thought... Oh, I could have sworn I had picked up some extra cable. I could have sworn I picked up extra cable. Now, you wouldn't have seen it, but I did it in between episodes because I knew I was close after setting up the power to the crystal oscillator production. But I should have a storage unit up here that has some. Copper plate, quick wire. Here we go. Just out of curiosity, let me take a quick look. I want to see how much copper powder we have. Alright, so 4,008. So we got 12,000. Alright, let's assume we've got another 12 over at the other location. So that's a total of, let's say, 25,000. We need 200. We still got a ways to go. Matter of fact, I'm going to probably, once I fill that storage unit, I'm probably going to have to fill up another one. Alright, so put an assembler, oops, say here. And that was right. This is going to be for motors. Alright. And then what I will do is grab that for now. And then we'll put another storage unit over here. I'll put these in here. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and get that rolling, and then I can go grab some extra stators. Alright, I need power. Where's the nearest power pole? Oh, that's right, it's from the wall. Alright, let me put up another wall then. Oops. And then we will put a Double wall outlet here. There we go. All right, so now we've got motors being produced. Okay, back to turbo motors again. Cooling systems, I'm fine. Remote radio control units. We are going to need 400 radio control units. And then a crap ton of rubber. Okay, so me putting automating radio control units down near the crystal oscillators is really not that advantageous because I need I'm going to need 200 computers as well. Now I got 50 cooling systems already in my inventory. I'm not really sure why I'm carrying those around, to be honest. Yeah, not really sure why I'm carrying those around. Why do I have bauxite and coal and iron ore, copper ore in my inventory? All right, let's go put those into the awesome sink. Oh, only one ticket. Okay, let me go over to the facility that's doing supercomputers, and because I know that there is a storage unit over there that is full of stators. At least there should be. There may even be motors over there, because I offloaded a lot of things into storage units, and I need another 95 supercomputers. I also need 200 computers. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is focus on getting this milestone completed so that we can unlock whatever quantum encoding unlocks. And then we can stop and focus on other things. Alright, so 200 of those. Okay, hold on. So I'm just going to take the 100. Alright, so there's that. Now, let's... Okay, good. Then let me put those in there. And actually, those in there too. Okay, so, yep. This is full of stators. So I had 283. I needed 800. I already had 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably only need 4. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Smart plates. All right, there's more motors. This is all excess stuff. Alright, and those are automated wiring. Did I keep... I did not. I wanted to see if I had adaptive control units already running so I could create advanced director systems. Okay, the automated wiring combined with circuit boards, heavy modular frames, and computers will get me to adaptive control units. That's what the automated wiring was for. Well. Yeah, I think it may make more sense for us to work on this facility from an efficiencies perspective and this facility rather than the steel facility right next to the hub. Although we're going to need to do both. We're absolutely going to need to do both. Because if we look at conversion cubes, pressure conversion cubes, I can never remember what the P word is. We're also going to need more radio control units. So we're going to need 2,000 radio control units. So we're going to need computers big time. What we should focus on then is making efficient computers. We've got efficient crystal oscillators. And then we need to focus on making efficient heavy modular frames. Those are the two big things we need to focus on next. Computers and heavy modular frames. Because we could start working on advanced director systems using the automated wiring that's right here to create the adaptive control units and then the supercomputers that are up there. But we also need computers for the adaptive control units. So, and heavy modular frames. We've already got good circuit board production, but we need the other pieces. So yeah, okay. All right. I got some ideas here. Let's go back. All right, we're going to turn in the turbo motors. I mean, the supercomputers, sorry. Then we're going to get things set up for a couple of hundred radio control units. So there's that done. All right, let's go drop off the stators. Did I have extra extra rotors or motors? I did. Oops. Wrong storage unit. Alright, so they've already got 100 each. 250. I have a feeling I didn't pick up enough rotor or enough stators, but I'll have to figure that out. Okay. So we need. Let's just focus on what we need for the 200 turbo motors. For the 200 turbo motors, we need 400 radio control units. So we're going to need to set up, and for 400 radio control units, we need 400 computers. I didn't get enough computers either. I don't know why I did that then. Okay, so there's that. This is going to be radio control units. It's already got 56 crystal oscillators. And it's producing 2 at 2.5 per minute. Not that that matters. Alright, and I said we needed 400, which means we need 200 crystal oscillators, and then a crap ton of aluminum casings, as always. And we already had 56. Alright. So then, here's what we're going to do. Let's go see how many crystal oscillators have been produced. Really wish they would give us the ability to move things. After the fact. I know it's probably easier said than done, but being able to move things with existing connections in place would really make my life be a huge quality of life thing. So to get to 400 radio control units, we need about 144, I think. Okay. And we've only got 66. That kind of sucks. I was really hoping this was going to produce more, but they're very slow. They are very, very slow. Sorry, I just wanted to get the that little bit of excess crystal out of my inventory. Open up a slot. Okay, so now we got 68. Alright, let me take all of those. Yeah, it's really slow. Real quickly, I think the geysers were the closest. Yeah. All right, so let's go check that. Let's go check this out. blue slug. Oh, and there's a... Ooh. Now, is that the only thing that's protecting that? I've never seen that version of bowl before. Alright, yeah, that's not why I'm here. That's not why I'm here. Here's another blue slug. Alright, there's that geyser. That is a very small geyser. That is not worth setting up power for. Yeah, we're not going to get a lot out of that. It's not going to be worth it. Now, if I can connect it directly to new oil fields, which, if I remember, they were right nearby also. $251, $321. Okay, so this way. Shit. He's protecting the Mercer sphere. That way. 389. Huh. I'm not sure where it is then. Yeah, we would have to really come and do some serious exploration. Okay, I'm not going to waste this time right now. I definitely want to do it, but I think there might be a better way to figure out how to get there. Not only that, but I want to see what's over here first. much. Oops, whoa. There's a big... Yeah, so there's not much here, surprisingly, actually. Yeah, I did see a... Oh, that's where the quick wire is. Or the, Caterium vein. Okay. I didn't realize we were that close to it. And then there's no way through there. Okay. Well, that's interesting because that means that we could have run power. What are you all protecting? I don't see anything that you should be protecting. Unless it's something I've already picked up and I've just not... Well, hold on a minute. Yeah, I've got no idea what those things were protecting. But, okay, moving on. It is so easy to get sidetracked in this game. Alright, have I checked over here? I don't know if I have. More spires. Huh. I don't know what they're protecting either. That's weird. And there's a bunch of poisons, which means there's something up there that the poison is stopping. Well, anyway. Grab those. And then let's go ahead and head back. Yeah, that's the getting to the oil fields is going to require a lot more exploration and preparation to do so, which right now I'm definitely not prepared to do that. So let's go get some more radio control units working. I am going to have to go pick up some aluminum casings because I haven't been over to there in a bit, so we should probably head over there and take a look at it. My guess is it probably stopped because of excess alumina. and or excess water, for that matter. Whole lot of iron right there. Which, I mean, we could build another steel facility right there if we wanted to. For heavy modular frames, but, you know, we're not using the one that we've got right now, so. Alright, so this is going to be crystal oscillators. Where are the crystal oscillators? Did I just... Oh, there they are. Like, did I just do something really stupid? And by the way, the normal answer to that question is typically yes. Alright, let me go get rid of this alien DNA. Okay. Only 47. Oh, because I didn't convert it to alien DNA. I just converted it to protein. There's why. Craft our power shards here from the 2 slugs that we just found. And then I will put that in there. Oops. And that in there. Don't want to be running around with a Mercer sphere in my pocket. And I'm going to put that in there. And that. And that. Okay. Let's go check on our aluminum casings. We'll also go ahead and pick up process cooling systems while we're at it. So for this episode, I do apologize. It means that I've just been kind of running around, not really doing a lot of building. But as I've been running around, I have been kind of planning out in my head the order of things. And sometimes for me, to be completely honest with you, that is the toughest part. It's getting the right order of things in my head so that when I sit down to do these recordings for you, I know exactly what I'm going to do. But we're kind of at that, we're at one of those junctures for me where there's so many things I have to do. I just don't know what the priority of them is, or should be. Oh, everything's still working. Yeah. Well, no. One of them is still working. Oh no, they're all working. Okay. It's just this one's slow to get silica, it looks like. Well, they're all slow to get silica, to be completely honest here. Yeah, they're all working as fast as they can. It looks like. Huh. All right. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. We're not maintaining a good amount of coal, a good enough amount of coal. If you'll remember, when I finished setting this all up, I thought that I might need to upgrade the coal vein that's delivering coal to the ports. And I think this is the clear indicator of yes, we absolutely are going to need to do that. Do I have the ability to do so? Do I have the ability to do so right now? Okay, I need 3... Actually, I need 1 more portable miner, and then I need 2 more fused modular frames. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go over to the other aluminum facility real quick and grab some cooling systems. Actually, never mind. I'm not even going to bother with that right now. I can't... that's interesting. Okay. I have a bunch of plastic that I want to drop off. Yeah, because these have stopped. At some point, I need to come back over here and fix all of this. Okay, it's not because of that. It's because of the water, then. Nope, it's not because of that either. Okay, then it's because of this. I am going to go ahead and flush this, although I don't need to. Yeah, I'm going to need to rework all of this. Huh. Yeah, we're going to have to rework all of this. Okay. Let's go back. I'll grab cooling systems later. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough space to grab as much aluminum casings as I could. Since when is there a bull there? Oh, that's right. There was a Mercer sphere in that area. Well, we got a lot more than we have a lot more in here than I thought we're going to. Okay. Let's go ahead and head back. Can I make this? can. Okay, so we absolutely need to fix the waterfall. Not fix, upgrade. Upgrade, there's the right term. We need to upgrade the waterfall coal. That we need to do next. I don't need to do heavy modular frame efficiency right now because I do have heavy modular frames being produced over there where we were talking about the automated wiring. Our aluminum casing is working well, especially once I get the coal transport situation fixed. So your aluminum casings. Alright, let me do that. Alright, so this is going to start working on radio control units. As I said, we need 400 to produce the turbo motors. I am now going to go check on fused modular frames because I need 2 more to create the Mark III miner for the waterfall coal. So let's go check on that. Let's go see if we can do that pretty easily. Oops. Oops. Nope, I need 1 of my own. Yeesh. Okay, so this actually didn't have... Okay, I'm going to need to wait for 2 of these to produce, so I'll see you on the flip side of that. Okay, so we've got what we need for that. Let's go ahead and head back, craft the extra portable miner, and then we'll go upgrade all of the pieces of the waterfall coal. Wanted to make sure that I was out of the way of the truck. Where's the portable miner? There it is. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to head over to that waterfall. Actually, I should grab some steel beams. and potentially some steel pipes while I'm at it. Because I'm going to have to upgrade probably the Mark IVs. So let me grab some extra of that. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. And we'll wrap up this episode with this upgrade, and then we'll really get to some serious production changes or upgrades in the next episode. Continuing to work towards the 200 turbo motors, as well as some of the other things. Like right now, I do not have the pressure conversion cubes being crafted. And I went off the wrong power tower. Just realized. There's quick wire. The crystal oscillators are over there now. Yeah, see, that's what I was hoping for new water pressure or geothermal, but everything is looking green. Love it. Okay. This bad boy. So this is currently a Mark II producing 240. We're going to switch it to a Mark III. Which is now going to produce 480. Holy crap. Okay, let me... I need to make sure that we're using the right stuff. So Mark IVs are 480. Yeah, Mark IVs are 480, so we definitely need Mark IVs. I just hope I have enough. Actually... Why is it not going all the way out to the edge? Ah, crap, I'm out of industrial beams. Okay, well, then let's do this for now. Okay, so that drone port is full. This one is for the heat sinks. It's this one. All right, that's a Mark II. All right, that is going to have to be okay for right now, but I do want to come back and make this Mark IV all the way to the splitter. But I think that being a Mark III is perfectly fine. This needs to be... This right here needs to be Mark III. Do it from up there. But yeah, I need to make that right there a Mark IV. So that it's feeding more into the splitter to then feed more into each of these Mark IIIs. I'll do that in between episodes so that you all don't have to see me running back and forth any more than you already have. But yeah, this should solve part of our problem with respect to aluminum casings and increase the production a little bit more by getting more coal over there in a more regular manner. I have no idea where the drone for that is. It says there's no drone. Oh, there it is. Oh, it just meant that there was no drone currently at the port. Okay. Wow, that scared the crap out of me. Okay. Alright, we're in good shape. I will get enough industrial casings to fix that one little piece. But yeah, we've now improved the amount that should be able to be available for the aluminum casing production. it is time to go ahead and head back. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. As always, if you have been enjoying the content, please make sure to hit that like, subscribe, or comment button. And we will get back to some serious upgrading and production building in the next episode. Oh, there we go. I was like, where am I going to go from? Where am I going to get back to the hub from? I think I'm going to absolutely have to make either build a completely new steel facility using those 3 iron veins that we saw, and combined with the coal from where the crystal oscillators are currently being produced, or make our current steel facility more efficient. I think I may start fresh, because I realized if we're going to be getting to Mark IV level items, we're going to need industrial beams as well. Matter of fact, industrial beams are used anyway to produce heavy modular frames. And I don't know that we're going to get enough coal from down there at our current power facility to make it worth our while. Whereas we can get a steady flow from over by the crystal oscillators to feed a completely new facility. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that between episodes. So, again, this is where I'm going to wrap things up. Hope you've been enjoying. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Talk to you soon.